Hey guys, I'm old fucking sorry, old username. I always forget to do it. MRG95 here with episode 2 of my Bloodborne Let's Play. I almost said Horizon Zero Dawn because I've been used to saying that for so long, even though it's been probably like a year since I actually did that Let's Play. Uh, in the last episode, we began our journey by choosing our class, building our character, going through Central Yharnam and killing a bunch of people. Now we are here in Hunter's Dream, where I'd like to show you a few items. First up is the Cold Blood Dew, number 1. This is the lowest level of the Cold Blood Dew, and there will be a lot more that we'll get later. Each one is worth 350, so all 4 total should be around like 1500, which is a pretty good amount, so we'll use multiple. About 1400, which is pretty damn good. As you can see, I grinded up since the last episode, and I'm going to use this opportunity. I did a lot of killing those werewolves, but unfortunately, I didn't get any freaking blood shards from them. They drop blood shards at a decent rate, and I just got none. I think I got 1, which kind of is neat, I guess. Anyway, I'm going to repair my 30 cane just because it's going to be the only weapon we have for a while. And level up my character.
Hello, good hunter. I am a doll, here in this dream to look after you. Honorable hunter, pursue the echoes of blood, and I will channel them into your strength. You will hunt beasts, and I will be here for you, to embolden your sickly spirit.
So you can talk to her.
Did you speak with Gehrman? He was a hunter long, long ago, but now serves only to advise them. He is obscure, unseen in the dreaming world. Still, he stays here, in this dream. Such is his purpose.
And channel blood echoes. Use blood echoes to raise stats and level up. Very well. Let me
Echoes let me
strength. And with our money, we could buy 8 levels, which is pretty damn good. And as you can see, for 1 level, it requires 800. One thing about the wasted skin is since it's a lower level, you're actually going to need less blood echoes for level ups, which is kind of cool. But I still didn't want to start with that just because the skill level would have been kind of low, and I didn't want to deal with that. So for these 8 levels, blood tinge isn't really important, so I'm just going to put 1 in that. I'm going to start focusing on it a little bit more, a little bit later, but yeah, 1 in blood tinge for now. I'm going to go with 4 in scale just so we can have a little more damage, and that also increases our physical defense somewhat. Actually, hold up.
Farewell, good maid.
I'm sorry, but I totally forgot. I was actually gonna. We're gonna have even less because I'm gonna be buying this set. I would highly recommend doing this because the set is one of the better ones in the game, at least for now. And as you can see, it gives us all better stats. We start off with this, but this gives us so much more. The blue number means it does more, red number means it does less. This is what it would look like if it does less. So, very recommended spending. I mean, it's only like 2,500, so just a few rounds of grinding off those monsters. If you don't remember that, I will show you guys in a moment. And that gives us probably around like 6 levels.
What is it you desire? Very well, then.
7. Oh, that's not bad. Okay. So I'm not going to do any blood tinge in that case. Save the 1 from that. And we'll go 3 vitality, 2 in endurance, and then the rest in skill, just to increase that. I think I like that very much. Nah, we'll do 3 in a skill because I want to do a little more damage. Here we go.
Farewell, good maid.
The nose just gives it like a weird Oh my god, I'm sorry. God damn it.
Welcome, what is...
Luckily the doll doesn't really care. You can kill her, and if you do that, all you really have to do is just reset to the main menu of the game. Before I show you guys something else I forgot to show, I want to buy some more Molotovs, 2 of them, and then go get the rest from the storage. For this boss that we're gonna fight, you want to have Molotovs and the oil urns. They are extremely helpful for it and will help us deal with it. Another reason, I did grind up a little bit, so I have quite a few blood vials and quicksilver bullets saved up. I would recommend doing the same. I grinded up to about 10,000. I was going to do 20,000 originally, but I was there for like 30 minutes grinding away, so like I was just like, yeah, no, I'm not going to do this. I'm going to wait till I get to my later grinding spot for that hardcore stuff. The little icon on the top right, when that little upside down Y that's similar to the blood echo symbol, that's the autosave icon. And I want to exit out to the main menu because I just want to show you guys the my 3 previous saves, just their play times total. I think I promised that last episode. Yeah, I did. I promised that last episode and I forgot to do it, so I apologize. So go to load game, and these are my previous ones. Greenman was just my test attempt, my test round for so far. Nothing more. 2 hours, Jesus. Then again, I sat idle for like a half hour when I edited my video, so. This is my latest one, Azeroth. I made his mouth look like a butthole, so that's kind of why I went with the word ass in his names. This is one from a little while ago. It doesn't show the date, which is what I wanted to see, which kind of sucks, but this is the one that I did a skill playthrough with. One of my favorites, pretty fun. Ugly ass face. And then this is my like OG first playthrough, my first full playthrough, because I did like 2 playthroughs attempts before that, but didn't really get that far. And then I was like, you know, I need to settle my ass and do this. It doesn't show the dates, which is what I wanted to see in the first place, but oh well. Surgeon. I don't do online, so I don't really follow the 100, 110, 120 blood levels, blood level limit thing. So now that we did all of that and got my character all dressed up, we are gonna go to the boss. So yeah, we did encounter the boss a little bit a moment ago. If you guys don't remember, I died to it on purpose so I could get the insight point for my character, which is what is needed to get to the doll. This boss is actually completely optional. You do not need to fight this boss whatsoever. However, if you're doing a strength build or just want some experience, this is highly recommended. As I'll tell you guys in a moment. Let me just... Oh, look it! They're wearing the hats. There we go. They're wearing the little hats. See? They do wear it. I wasn't crazy after all. It was the overall ones. So our weapon... So when you level up, your stats increase, and... As you can see, there is scaling attribute bonuses. Basically, the E near the arm going like that is for strength. It is E, so it's really low, and you're not going to get a lot of returns on that. But the hand for skill has a C rank, so our skill damage will do a little bit. The more points we have in skill, the more damage it will do. And as you upgrade your weapons, those attribute bonuses increase. So if you go from E to D rank, D to C, C to B, B to A, and then there's also S rank, which is... Not many weapons have that rank, but when they do some serious fucking damage. And one of my personal favorite weapons in the game has an S rank in strength. So, yeah. Really good to keep an eye on that. And after I kill this guy, there are also quite a few other little things here, such as Poison and Frenzy and Beasthood. I'm not really going to talk about those yet because we haven't really encountered any of those and won't for a little while, so I don't really need to talk about those right now for the moment. But one thing I do want to talk about is the little special attack icons right there. I honestly don't remember what the purple and white skull icons do, but the weird slug in the beast head or wolf head one are bonus damage to a certain type of enemies called beasts, which we've encountered already, and kin, which we haven't yet, but will in a little while. It's not going to be for a bit, but yeah. Physical attack is physical attack. That's your main source of damage. Blood attack is what guns do, and some weapons have that too. Arcane attack is arcane damage. Fire attack is fire damage, and bolt attack is electric damage. Certain enemies are weak to certain elements. For example, the boss we're going to fight, the Cleric Beast, one of my favorite bosses in this game, just pure design-wise. The Cleric Beast is a giant scourge beast that has like deer antlers and mostly stands up on its hind legs and uses large arm for attack. It is very weak to fire, so if you have any type of fire damage, Molotovs, or a certain item we actually have no access to at this point, feel free to use those and you can easily deal with it. It's mostly weak to, I believe that's... I think that's thrust damage, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, that's thrust. Wait a minute. Yep, thrust. It is a little weaker to thrust, so this is going to do a little more damage than, say, this. It is beast type, so if you have more damage against beast, that's fantastic. In terms of HP, it has 3015 HP and drops a really good item that I won't talk about right now, but it is an item that allows you to buy some pretty good items. And when you beat it, it will give you 3 more insight on top of one we already have. As for attacks, it has a 2-arm slam attack, which it goes like this and then pretty much lunges down, which will hurt a lot. A 1-arm grab attack, a overhead slam combo, which can do a lot of fucking damage, a lunging sweep attack, which I would recommend avoiding, as well as a recovery attack. Basically, the recovery attack only repairs its body and no HP. That's a weird attack, but when you see the red aura on it, that's when it's repairing itself. As for phase 2, it has a 2-armed grab attack, which if you get hit by this, you are fucked. It basically grabs you and squeezes the life out of you. A double slam combo, a slow overhead smash, and a jump attack, which could do a lot of damage as well. So, for the most part, you can't interrupt any of these. Your gun is going to be completely useless, which part of me wishes why I chose the other gun for this. That way I could do some range damage, decent range damage. But, alas. Let's defeat these Scourge Beasts real quick just to get them out of the way. They won't bug us when we are in the boss fight, but I just want to kill them. Plus, I want to show you that grinding method a little bit if you guys forgot. Come on. Really, game? So yeah, we're doing a little bit more damage than we were before, which is amazing. So this will take a little bit less time. That is one thing about the Threaded Cane. Its damage is really low. It has pretty crap damage, so if you're doing a skill build until you get a better skill weapon, dude, come on, really? Honestly, where is it, actually? There is a weapon we can get that could be a great replacement for this weapon, but I don't think we can get it. It will take me like half hour to get it from this point, so I think I'm just going to stick with the Threaded Cane for now, and once we get that, I will be switching around, trust me. I thought there was a massive glitch going on right there. Let's kill these dudes. Fantastic. Okay. Okay, game. I know. disgusted. Oh my god. There we go, finally did it. These guys have a rare chance of dropping an item called an antidote, which is pretty obvious what it is. I should have healed people with that, but whatever. The antidote basically heals or cures poison. Both types of poison. Not really needed though. Anyway, this guy is pretty quick and agile. I would recommend mostly dodging around. And if you're playing New Game Plus, his HP is at 18,000, just over 18,000, and he will drop 60,000 blood echoes. It does skill up for each new game, but not by much. The largest jump is from regular New Game to New Game Plus. This is New Game. I think that was his grab attack, if I'm not mistaken. Oil Lantern. This is one thing I hate about this boss. Sometimes when you throw shit at it, it misses by like a slight inch. So you just totally waste the item, which is fucking abysmal. I was in the middle of talking, bitch. Okay. Okay, all of a sudden you have the range of a fucking not shotgun, but like a freaking rifle. You do have the chance of actually staggering it enough to do some decent damage, but not when it's in attack animation. And it's only with the Molotov. Man, I would love it if I didn't fucking roll right into it. Got that. Since I haven't died between fighting him and grinding. Okay. It kind of sucks that missed. This is a jump attack. Just roll back a few times or roll forward and you should be fine. Don't stay in place because... Did I take damage? Okay. This is when you go in and just hit R1. This will do quite a bit of damage, and then you just whack away for a little bit more and roll away before he does that. I believe that signifies his phase 2, so this is where it gets a little tougher. I did not expect that to hit this. As you can see, his attacks aren't doing very much to me, but still be very careful. Thanks for the miss, I guess. Thanks. When he slams his arm into the ground sometimes and doesn't, like, jump, that's when he can do a little bit of an AoE dust attack, which can do a little bit of damage. It's not major, though, and you shouldn't worry about it. You shouldn't have to worry about it. But just stay away from him when he just does a weird... kind of like that, minus the jump. That dust does do damage. I'm gonna die to this, aren't I? I guess... because if I didn't, then I should talk about it now. If you dodge and get hit in mid-dodge, it will do twice as much damage as it would have otherwise. So be very careful when dodging. This is the attack you should avoid. Just back off. Don't care about him. Just back the fuck off and get out of there before he grabs you. Because that is a game ender right there most of the time, for me at least. I'm over here, handsome, but alright. If I chose the Saw Cleaver, this would have been over by now. Saw Cleaver does so much damage, especially when upgraded. I'm just gonna top myself off a little bit. That was a useless heal, I guess. I don't know how I avoided that. Back off, I'm low on health. Oh, that killed it. Nice. Brace Logger, that happens when you beat a boss, and the Sword Hunter badge, which I will show you in a moment what that does, as well as a lantern. And this is kind of a stupid lantern location, just because this area has nothing else for you. You can't go into that gate or anything. There's honestly no use to this. There's already a shortcut over there. The only use to this, I guess, is getting back to the Thunderdream as quick as you can. Now that we got the Saw Hunter badge, which is a 100% drop rate, mind you, that gives us access to several different items, which is big and good. We'll show you that. I'll show you that right now. Purchase items. This gives you access to antidotes, which cures poison. Don't really need to buy these right now, so don't worry about it. Bold Hunter Mark, which I might buy quite a few of. This is basically like the... This is basically like the Hunter's Mark, except they are one-time use and don't take any blood echoes. They're really useful, so buy these. The Hand Lantern, which I'm personally going to purchase one, is pretty much a torch, which I haven't showed you guys yet, but allows you to carry your gun with you at the same time. I'll show you. Okay, so torch is right here. This is good for beast enemies. Essentially what a hand lantern is, it is a hands-free torch, so you can't get the fire damage like this and with it, but once you have it on you, it just gives you a little bit of light for dark areas, and if you want to carry your gun instead of a torch, that's pretty much how good it is. The Hunter Chief emblem, which I would highly recommend saving up for. It is very crucial for later in the game. We're not going to be needing it for a little while, so I'm going to be waiting on that. The Kirk Hammer. If you're doing a strength build, buy this weapon. I'm personally not going to be using it, but it is a really good weapon. I'm not going to be buying it, though, but its first form is a really cool sword with decent thrust damage and all-around really high damage. Or a freaking hammer. A hammer that's super slow but hits like a goddamn freight train. Such a good item. Very much buy it if you want a good weapon. I'm going to be buying this repeating pistol. It uses up 2 Quicksilver, but it does more damage than the Blunderbuss, as you can see, and I'm going to be using it for until we get one more weapon, another weapon later. So let me talk to you so I can upgrade my blood tinge by 1.
Farewell, good maid.
Damn, I had literally enough. I'm gonna equip that instead of the torch. I don't really use the torch much, plus I have the hand lantern, so... And that's pretty much all there is right there. How long has this video been going on for? I'm just curious. About 9 minutes. Probably over 9 minutes at this point because of the the several second delay I just did. I guess I could start off by going into the next area, huh? Just another 10 minutes or so. Keep this video kind of short. Repair this just for the hell of it, since we have enough for it, and... Excuse me. Just grab a few of these just to have. For blood vials and Quicksilver, they automatically replenish using what's in your storage, but for everything else, you mostly just have to grab it manually. The blue numbers mean they're maxed out. We can see like the blue numbers where they are. Those are the only 2 things that do that. The Molotovs and stuff don't do that. The blue number just means they could replenish. So we're gonna head to Central Yharnam. I just like this location for a lamp more. And we'll start off at the next section a little bit. I'm not going to get too far into it, just because I don't really want to do that yet. Do most of it yet, but I just want to talk to one specific character we can meet up with right now. And I think after we speak with them and get their items, I'll end the video off. But yeah, I just have to say, like, get the Kirk Hammer. You get enough money for it from Cleric Beast. It's very much worth it, and it's one of the several items I usually take to the end of the game. It's that good. I think it also gets S rank, if I'm not mistaken, when it's fully leveled up, which is really damn good. Like that hammer, it's slow and you can easily get hit if you're not timing it enough. If you don't time it well, but like if you get it off, a fully charged hammer smash with it, it's gonna obliterate the opponent. It smashes them into the ground. And one thing I like sometimes is when the enemy gets hit by it and is dead and dies from it, which is most of the time, it like sticks up. It sticks to the hammer and just like flies up with you. Flies up with it. It's kind of fun. It doesn't stick to it permanently or anything like that, but it's fun. And I get a good kick out of it. That guy wanted to take that dude on a ride. I know this is cheap, but Scourge Beasts right now are really tough. They have like almost 600 HP. I'm not gonna risk me getting my ass. I'm not gonna risk getting my ass handed in by two of them right now. But these guys do become a joke later, because these enemies don't scale. Like, versions of them get stronger as time goes on in different areas and stuff, but for the most part, they don't scale whatsoever. So yeah. Don't want to go that way. So to get to the next area, you go... I believe it's this one. Go down here. No. No. Hi, buddy. Wrong way. That's my bad. It's not this way. I went too far. I think it is this way. I'm sorry. That was a brain fart on my part. I don't know why I forgot that easily. Just drop down here. Let's just go this way. I'll go the uncool way then. Fine. Kill the dogs in the cage. These guys will break free and mob up on you, so it's good to kill them. And I believe there's one right over here near the item. I just call them corpse items, but items are fine too. I think. Whoa, that was a level 3. Okay, cool. Nothing else over here. All right. Oh, I think that's one. Okay, yeah, that's a guy we could help later, but we don't have any ability to do it quite yet, so don't really bother. So now that we're in here, roll through these barrels into the window, down into these grates, and yes, this is the area I wanted. This is the area I was talking about earlier. Out here is a NPC. This is a harmless NPC until you actually attack them, so don't attack them because their quest is quite much worth doing. This is Ella.
A hunter, are you? And an outsider?
Ellen, sorry.
What a mess you've been caught up in. And tonight of all nights. Here, to welcome the new hunter.
She gives you bold hunter marks, which are fantastic. Saves you about 1,600.
They're all flesh-hungry beasts now. Still lingering about. What's wrong? A hunter unnerved by a few beasts. No matter. Without fear in our hearts, we're a little different from the beasts themselves.
Check off cape emote.
What are you? What are you?
And you can kill her right now. However, I would not recommend doing that because right now she'll probably one-shot your ass. But if you do kill her right now, she does drop a really good item for skill-based attackers. But personally, I'm not going to worry about it. Hit these chains and break them to drop these items down there, and they will be kind of helpful for us in a moment. One of these is a weapon I really like and will probably be using for a majority of this Let's Play, at least for now, until we get to like a different, until we get much later. I think that's it for this section. Yeah. I will just drop down right there and not right there because that is a enemy I don't want to fight. I might have to. So that is called a large huntsman. I got a spearman though, but yeah, a large huntsman will have 300 HP. There's another version with a little bit extra. They are really strong. These things are fast and they could pretty much they could combo you into oblivion. So be very careful fighting them. There's quite a few different, some new enemies in this area, such as the large huntsman. Like, there's one carrying a saw and a torch. It's a little bit weaker than the spear ones. And then there's a thing called a labyrinth rat. Labyrinth rats are down in that sewer. They're basically kind of dog-like enemies. They're really weak and don't have a lot of HP, but they can be really annoying if they gang up on you, which is 100% possible. I'm going to drop down right there and run up those stairs. Heal up. There's a large huntsman right there, so dodge and just swing. These things can hurt. They're pretty threatening. There's another version of them later that I'd probably consider the hardest version of them just because of how annoying they can be sometimes. Wow, that was a... These guys, they're good for grinding because they have a decent chance of dropping bloodstones. So let's take down this Scourge dude. We got the repeating pistol on, yep. I want to show you a mechanic. If you click up on the D-pad, you can actually sacrifice quite a few of your blood, a little bit of your health for 5 extra Quicksilver bullets. God damn it, a rifle dude, really? Oh, it's a regular guy. As you can see, there's those labyrinth rats. So once we get that item, I'm gonna bold Hunter's Mark out of here and head back to Hunter's Dream to check out the new item and show you guys it. Except I forget which side it's on because from what I know or remember, once you drop down on either side, you can't get to the other side unless if you either Hunter Mark out of there or something. There's a shortcut over this way somewhere, so we should probably grab that just to be secure or safe. Oh, balls. There's a ladder up here, so that thing can climb a ladder, so I think we'll be fine for a minute, but we should be very careful because that thing could sneak up on us any moment. If you guys want to know how to kill Elaine right now, just look up a video for it. I'm not really going to explain how, just because I don't want to give you guys false promises. Hi, buddy. Piece of shit. Fucking hitbox. Attack. Boom. Enjoy your... You know, I don't really want to say what just happened, but, you know. Things got a little shitty there. Nice aiming for me. Another name for Elaine is the Crow, so if you want to call her that, feel free to. No judging, I just call her by her official name just because it sounds cooler than the Crow. Then again, the Crow sounds pretty badass, so... Who am I talking about? Who am I to talk? Jesus. Screwed up that joke. Probably been about 20 minutes. So... Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to reach over there. We'll do that area next episode. Up that way is, I think, a shortcut, which we'll grab real quick. So... We'll drop down over here, head through the... stuff, and then... grab that shortcut. And then, hopefully, that weapon, and that's where we'll end it off. Blood Shard. Keep an eye up on those raptors, or whatever they're called, support columns. They're not really support, but these wood beams, because crows love hanging up. The crows love hanging out up there, and they could pretty much attack you. Alright, well, I got the shortcut. Got that area was there for a sec. So let's head up here and jump down, kill those rats, and grab one of those items that dropped. I would recommend killing those rats because they could gang up on you really easily, and one isn't hard, but a few of them can stagger lock you into death. Death. Like that. Of course that happens to me, but who am I to judge? That happens sometimes. Oh, it's right behind me. Okay, some shards. Good, because I might upgrade the new weapon a little bit. So let me quickly jump down here, head this way, and climb the ladder, grab the other side, kill those rats, and yeah. So no enemies around. I'm gonna can't do it. I like having a few items up on here just because that makes it pretty helpful. Personally, this, just so it doesn't fill up my quick menu and I could just easily access it, because I usually use it when there's no enemies around. So now we're gonna get a weapon that is gonna replace the third king, the Saw Spear. Okay. Okay. Saw Spear has a right now it has a less rank in skill, but overall it is going to do a lot more damage. Plus, it's already level 1. It's not even level 1, and it has as much damage as a level 1 threaded king. This does get pretty good. Let me check its stats real quick. Alright. It gets up to a C rank, which is not terrible. It's not going to be my final weapon, but I just like having it more than the threaded cane. It's just better. Basically, it's the skill version of the saw cleaver, but I find the saw cleaver to be a lot better, personally. It has more damage, and I think it gets better. But as you can see, it's better. Mammon's knowledge. That is basically like those cold blood do things, but for knowledge or insight. So yeah, I'm done for this section. This will be the last episode for today. I like doing 2 episodes for the beginning of my Let's Play, and I might do a second episode tomorrow if I feel like it, but for the most part, just going to be 1 episode Monday through Friday. At least 3 to 4 episodes a week. I'll show you the other way to get into that sewer area. I'm hoping to get to the next boss in 2 to 3 more episodes, which is totally doable. But this episode's been going on long enough, and I like to get it off. But right now, let's use up our Cold Blood Dew, which we'll just call Cold Blood for now on. Just makes it a lot more simplified. And the level 3 will do more. Will give us more than the level 1s. Fortify. I have enough to get that upgrade. Oh, that makes a B rank. That would make it pretty good. Okay, hold up. Why can't I backspace? Oh, that's cool. I'm learning new things about this website every time. Thread Cane, Bloodborne. I mean, that's hella good. This thing has a really solid rank. I might stick with the Threaded Cane, to be honest. I might have the Salt Spear on just as a backup, but yeah, I'm gonna go with the Threaded Cane for now, just because it has a better rank all around, and it's gonna do pretty solid damage, so we'll do that. This on for a little bit of backup, but yeah, I'm happy with this choice. Not a lot of progress this episode, which I'm kind of sad about, but we did defeat a boss and get a little bit through the next area. I just wanted to get done. With the money we have, let's see how many levels I could get. Maybe I could get like a level or 2.
Well, Kabuddy. Very well.
I guess it's like 3. 1. Okay, we'll do 1 level just to get it done. I'll go with the Vitality, just make myself a little bit more tanky.
Good hunter.
And then I'll use the rest of my money to buy some Bullet Hunter marks, just to have. And that's good. I like that so far. So for those who are curious, this is what my current layout is for stats. So far, so good. And I think I'll end the video off. In the next episode, we'll finish off that sewer area that we were in, but we'll enter from the other side, which I do recommend doing also, just because there's a lot of good items in this area, and all around a lot of money to be made, so yeah. So next episode, we're going to be finishing off that section, and again, and I think the episode after that will be fighting the probably 2 episodes from now, actually. This is episode 2, so probably episode 4 or 5 will be the next boss. But I'm not sure. We'll see. Anyway, thanks for watching today, guys. I hope you enjoyed so far. Let me know if you have any recommendations or just criticism about this Let's Play so far and like some things I should fix. All around, I'm pretty happy with it, and I can't wait to get into the the more. I just can't wait to get into it more. Let's just end it off with that. All right. Thanks for watching. Peace out.